be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot. I be beaming.
What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. So this was the day after Christmas, and honey and I had to step out to run an errand around the corner. So this is what it looks like outside. Snow everywhere. It's beautiful. Cold as hell, but beautiful. But once we made it back to the house, I wanted to get in the kitchen and make some comfort food. And I decided that I was gonna work with whatever we had inside the house to make some chilaquiles. So let's go ahead and get into that. This is what I'm going to use to make the red sauce for the chilaquiles. I'm going to use some cilantro, some jalapeno, 1 lime, 1 medium-sized onion, some minced garlic, and 2 cans of fire-roasted tomatoes. Oh, and also, we're going to fry up these tortillas so we can have our chips for the dish. Once I got my ingredients blended, I got a saucepan. I added some olive oil to it, and then I added the sauce into it. I'm going to let it simmer. And this is also going to be the time when I actually season it. And the seasoning is going to be very simple. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to add in some cumin, some pink Himalayan sea salt, as well as some low sodium jalapeno garlic pepper. Now that my chips are coated in the red sauce, it is now time to top it with some cheese and put it in the oven. I would have loved to use some Oaxaca cheese or some queso fresco, but I didn't go to the store. So I had to work with what I had, which was some sharp white cheddar cheese. So I put that all over. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to let it sit in there for about 8 to 10 minutes until the cheese is melted. So while that's in the oven, I got some sour cream and I'm going to zhuzh it up a little bit. So I added in some lemon zest. I added in a teaspoon of minced garlic, the juice from half of a lime, seasoned it with some jalapeno garlic pepper, as well as some pink Himalayan salt. And I just kind of whipped it up a little bit, getting everything combined together nicely. Look at the tortillas, the red sauce and cheese fresh out of the oven. This is a thing of beauty. It is now time to go ahead and plate this up. I'm going to add on an over medium egg, top it with some guacamole and some sour cream and a little cilantro for a nice touch. And, you know, chilaquiles are one of my favorite things. I've never made this before, but I order it all the time. When I'm at any restaurant that has it, I usually order it. And it came out really good. I think I did pretty good working with what I had at home. All right, my good people. So I'm checking in real quick. We just got done eating our chilaquiles. And it was so good, y'all. Okay, look. So if anybody makes the authentic dish, I just was kind of like, I read a couple of recipes, looked at a couple of videos, and just did the best with what I had. So for those of you that make it all the time, tell me what I could have done differently, and I'll do that next time. Or tell me if I did good. Maybe I hit the mark. I don't know. It tasted really good. It did. Like I said, I eat chilaquiles all the time when I'm out and about. I've had the green sauce. I've had red sauce. We had everything for, you know, to make a red sauce. So yeah, let me know if you make it and, you know, what could I have done different, or did I do good? But it tasted bomb. To me, I give it about an 8 out of 10. Babe.
They were so good, Hyundai.
You liked it?
Loved it. I'd do it again.
You liked it? Okay, so I think I like the way the sauce turned out, so I want to make that sauce again for some enchiladas, like maybe later on this week. Have you had chilaquiles before?
No.
You never even heard of it, huh? Because when I said it, because like, y'all, I'm just having bright ideas all day. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to make some chilaquiles. She was like, so what? So I was explaining to her what it is, and I'm like, I'm just going to use whatever we have at home to make it. And I got another great idea, y'all. So before I came out here, I've been trying to work on like not being so wasteful. So I was just like saving the scraps of our vegetables at home to make a veggie broth, because I had never done that before. And I was like, okay, instead of just throwing out, I use a lot of onions and bell peppers and stuff like that. And I'm like, what, I want to like save the scraps. So I was saving like this freezer bag of scraps, and I made some veggie broth. And me and my mom started drinking this veggie broth every morning, every day. I would have like an 8-ounce cup of it every day, like in the morning. And I don't know, it just felt really good for my digestion. When I had like a headache, it went away. I found that I was sleeping a little bit better. I hear that it's great for your immune system. Like all these different things has great benefits to it, because it's not super salty, you know, like the one in the grocery store. So my bright idea right now is, since I've been here, I started saving scraps as well. Like, you know, just like the tops of like the onions and stuff like that. And Honey just juiced a little while ago. So she used up a bunch of celery and stuff like that. So she added that to the bag. So I'm like, okay, it's time to make the veggie broth. So that's my bright idea now. Since we in the house chilling, you know, lounging around, I done cooked already, and I'm just feeling it. So I'm about to go make some veggie broth, and I'm going to bring y'all along with me. So if you ever wanted to learn how to make veggie broth, this is how I make mine. I think that people do different things, and this is the way that I do it. All right, so let's go make some veggie broth. Here's a quick look at the juice that Honey made. We already started sipping on it, and she used quite a bit of celery, so we were able to add some of the stalks to our bag of vegetables. There's white onion, red onion, bell pepper. There are cilantro stems in there as well. So we just had this. We were kind of hanging on to it until it was time to make the broth. So what I'm going to do is get a big pot. I'm going to add in some olive oil, and I'm going to saute, or, you know, just cook down the bell peppers, the onion, the garlic for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm actually going to add in a little bit of salt. So this broth overall is not salty at all, but there is some salt in there. Okay, so you can see how much I added in. And then once that salt is added, it's going to be time to add in the vegetables, the rest that are in the bag. And then after that, I'm actually going to add in quite a bit of water. So I usually add in about 8 to 10 cups of water, but I really wanted to make a big batch. So I actually added in 16 cups of water this time around. Once I have all the water added in, I allow this to simmer for about 30 to 40 minutes on medium. And then after that 40-minute mark, I go back in with some seasonings to add some additional flavor. We want more depth. So I'm starting things off with some Italian seasoning. And then next I'm going to add in some cumin. Is it cumin or cumin? Y'all tell me in the comments, because I might be saying it wrong. I just know I love it. And this is really I mean, I use it on everything. For the last 60 days, I've been adding it to everything. I'm not kidding you. Next up, we're adding in some turmeric. And then the final thing is going to be chili powder. And then after that, going to allow this to simmer on low for about another 15 minutes. This is the finished product. This is the veggie broth after it's had a chance to simmer for about an hour. So next up, it's time to go ahead and strain it and add it to containers or mason jars. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, and that lasts for about a week. But if you decide to put it in the freezer, it can last for 4 to 6 months. Now, I plan on drinking veggie broth daily until it's gone, and I'm doing that because of the benefits. I found a bunch of benefits while I was researching. Please make sure you do your own research. But here are some of the benefits that I found. It does contain fiber, which can be good for your digestive system. It can strengthen the bones. It can be good for cardiovascular disease. It might even increase metabolism. It contains iron. In general, vegetables detoxify the body and can help with hormones. And it also can help you maintain healthy skin. So I've really enjoyed drinking it. I also love the warmth of it and the flavor as well. So if you try it, I hope you enjoy it just as much as we do. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate you. Make the best of the day. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.